Greetings, fellow scholars. I wanted to take a minute to go over the summer schedule and syllabus with you guys, just real briefly to show you, because it's a little different than the last semester's schedule that you saw in the help video. So here we're on D2L. This is totally different for us at National Park. Those of you at Pulaski Tech, you are on Blackboard. So when you guys follow all the same stuff, you just click on course content to find the same thing that I'm showing here on D2L. You'll find all of the same material. And at Pulaski Tech, you are called mathematical reasoning, and at National Park, they are called quantitative literacy. So quantitative literacy and mathematical reasoning are the same course, so please don't get confused if you hear me use them interchangeably. I usually do try to say the whole thing, quantitative literacy, mathematical reasoning. All right, so here in D2L, I am going to go to my quantitative literacy course. If any math for teachers are watching this, you guys have a lot of similar stuff, but yours does look a little different. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do here is go to my course content, or it just says content. Click there, and you will see a list of your schedule, your syllabus, and your first assignment. I'm going to go ahead and just start off here by clicking on the course schedule. The course schedule gives you some links at the very top for everything that you need in this course. It gives you the course syllabus, the documents for the course, and lesson videos, as well as this right here, which is previous scholar work. So this is very useful. You'll be using it actually throughout the course for different things, but personally, you can just use it to look at what other people did previous semesters on the assignments you're working on. Very, very helpful. Let's go ahead and have a look. We'll just click here and access our syllabus through this link. The first thing I want you guys to notice here on your syllabus is right here where it says all this stuff. The thing that you're going to need for this class is the course ID. So make sure that you know which one of these numbers is the actual course ID, because that is the number you're going to use to name each of your documents in this course. The next thing is right here. This is my Zoom room. This right here, what you guys see. Let's see if we can get a little screenshot here, close up. This is my online classroom. So when you guys click on that link, it is going to take you to my Zoom room. And this Zoom, if I have my computer up in the classroom, I will get a sound like a doorbell ringing, and I'll know that somebody's in my, just like knocking on my office door. But if I'm not in the office, all you have to do, folks, send me a text message. This right here is my favorite way to communicate. It's fast and efficient. It's almost always with me. And I try to answer your questions as quickly as I can because I value your time. And I know that sometimes you only have certain windows to work on things. So if you get stuck on stuff, text me. I can help you very quickly. And I can meet you on Zoom, screen share, help you with your homework, do all kinds of things. So please take advantage of the fact that I'm available to you a lot. I can't say 24/7, but really, you know, I try. And if you ever get stuck in the middle of the night, send me a text message. My phone is always on silent, always. So you will never wake me up. And as soon as I get up in the morning, I'll see your message and see if I can answer your question and send you one back. All right. Here is my email address. If you are at a different school, please use the email address on your syllabus. All right, and then here's a link to the course schedule, which we're going to look at here in just a minute. National Park, there's been a problem with the purchase of the online lab code. So if you have not yet purchased your online code, you can go ahead and register for my math labs, and you can sign up for the free 14-day code, or you can just register without signing up for anything particular. And then if you have already purchased your code, like Billy Awesome, I know your last name is Isom, Billy, but your accent makes it sound like you're saying awesome. So that was cool. I thought you were saying awesome for a minute. But yes, when you guys, if you've already purchased the code, it is incorrect. The Bookstore has a My Math Labs Plus, but we just need My Math Labs. No big deal. We're going to get that fixed. You don't even start your homework still for, I think, 3 weeks. So you guys are good on that, but I'll have it all squared away much sooner than that. Don't worry. All right, so no worries on the homework. You guys have your textbook, and I'm going to let you guys read the rest of this. You pretty much are going to figure it all out within the first assignment. And plus, the syllabus is under construction, and we'll have some changes to it throughout this term. Nothing major that you need to worry about. All right, let's look at our course documents. Here on this link, folks, you have access to all of the course documents for this course. Right here in my Google Drive, this is where I update things constantly. So if you're in quantitative literacy or mathematical reasoning, this is your folder. Math for Teachers 1 and 2, here are your folders for the summer. Your first assignment is the same for everybody, so it's out here in the open. And then the Math for Teachers sign-up sheet, which you guys, I'm going to show you this here in just a minute. The Math for Teachers sign-up sheet and the peer review forms are also in the public part of this, because Math for Teachers only gets 1 for 2 classes. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this piece right here, Scholar Work. This is one of the things, if you guys see the things you're most proud of on that intro video, I'm pretty proud of this list, and this is your work that I'm so proud of. Not yours yet, because these two, the first 2 lists here, the summer QLMR and the summer Math for Teachers, these don't have anything in them yet. These are future playlists that are going to be created over the next 10 weeks. But here you have everything from the previous semesters. So let's just go ahead and look at quantitative literacy, mathematical reasoning, self-intros. You just click there and it will actually take you to the assignments that previous students have done. So you can actually look at what other people did, so you can see what's expected of you. And I think it's pretty easy to look through this work and figure out, you know, which work is A work and which work is not A work. And usually the A works are at the top because the videos are added as they come up, and the folks who finish first usually, you know, the folks who come in at the end oftentimes are struggling with time and it's quicker. So watching the first few videos will usually get you exactly what you need. So here on these intro videos, this is Liz Curry's intro video, and I'm going to use this to show you guys real quick that when you are watching a video, you have a couple things here you can look at. I'm going to press Control+ on my keyboard here to make this a little bigger. Control+ and Control- will always make whatever you're watching on the internet bigger or smaller. So here you're going to click where it says CC, and this will get you your subtitles. So once you click that, you can read some of these instructional videos and pause them and read. I find a lot of students are liking that. Then another feature that is awesome is right here under Settings. You can get your playback speed and set it to a faster speed. When I grade your guys' videos, I usually grade them on about 1.5. If somebody has a slower cadence, how they talk, I will grade it on 2. If I can understand everything you're saying on speed 2, then that's what I'll grade it on. So you guys can also watch these on a faster speed. I talk pretty fast. Students say that they've been watching my videos on about 1.5. And then when they meet me in person, they say, oh, you don't sound anything like YouTube, but that's because they had my speed faster. So make sure you're increasing the speed of your videos so that you can get through your stuff more quickly, because guys, it is important. And I mentioned this in some other places. It's very important that you take notes on your videos. Watch the videos, take notes, and then come back and do your assignments. Some of these Excel assignments are tough. And if you're going to try to do the assignment without watching anything and just try to do it step by step as you're watching me, it's going to be very complicated, and your probability of success will go low if that's what you do. Watching the videos, taking notes, and then coming back and completing the assignment is the best way to do that, because then you can ask me questions as you're moving along. All right, so let's look here at our grades. You have all these grades. These are all the grades that are going to go into the grade book for this course. You have your intro week, and then you have 3 modules here. Each module requires an Excel report. You'll see what that is soon, a homework lab, a team interview, and a peer review. The 3rd module, your final project is a team project, so the team interview and the peer review are replaced in module 3 with the final project. So you guys have an opportunity in this course to earn 2,500 points. And here you can see, I'm going to do Control Plus again. Here you can see that if you earn 2,250 of these points, you can still get an A. So that means that 250 points can be lost and you still get an A. All right, so if you're really crunched on time and you feel like you're not going to make an A in this course, that's okay. Everybody doesn't need to make an A. Some of you will pass the course with a C, and some people will make a B, and that's still fantastic. Just, you know, don't overstress yourself if you can't get every single thing perfect. Just know that it's okay to lose some points. But definitely strive for perfection as much as you can, especially at the beginning of the course, because you'll want to have a little wiggle room at the end. Because at the end of a summer course, things get tough and tight. It is a very fast pace. All right, so here we are on our schedule. I'm not going to go over this too detailed. You guys can read it, and you can look at your peer work, what the other people have done to see what these assignments look like. But you have your first week, and then the second week is empty. The second week is just for you to go ahead and acclimate to what you have to do in the 3rd week, which is complete that Excel report. Usually you only get 1 week to complete an Excel report, but for the very first week you get 2 weeks, because getting to know Excel can take some time. But I do walk you through it every little tiny step by step. So please go ahead and, you know, really take advantage of those videos. Although I have students who do the entire course without watching the videos at all. So it is possible, but much easier with the help videos. The next thing is the next week is when you will actually have to have that Excel report completed and have a Zoom meeting with your team. You're going to see what this is about. I'm going to show you here in just a second, hopefully. Oh, yes. Let's go back up. I'm sorry. Let's go back up here. I didn't realize I had put that in here. This is supposed to be for the second week, but I put it in, in the 3rd week, but I put it here. So this is a team sign-up form. You're going to click that sign-up form, and it's going to take you to the Google Drive where you have an opportunity to put in your information. Collaboration is a big part of the grade for this course. You can only get half credit if you do not collaborate on the team interview portions. So please make sure that you put your information in here. All of the collaboration is done on Zoom, which is what I'm doing right here with you, Zooming, and it is very simple if you follow the process. So you're going to put in your course ID, your team name, which you might not have a team name yet. You can leave that blank for now or make one up. You can see what some of the other teams named themselves when you look at those peer videos. Your name, what your degree is. So if you don't know your degree, then you can say undecided or put 3 or 4 different things that you think you're going to look into. You might be looking at communications, business, and criminal justice. Put them all in there. Put undecided and then list a few things. And then here you're going to just put some times that you're available. So this way you can create teams by who else has some similar availability. And then your phone number. If you're not comfortable with your phone number, just put your email, your Facebook Messenger, whatever it is. Folks, I've been putting my phone number on my syllabi for over 10 years, and I have never once had a problem. And the scholars who've done this never reported a problem by giving out their phone number, but I understand some folks don't want to do that, so it's not mandatory. But we do need an email, so make sure you have at least an email that you have access to, And then you're going to put your link here to your self-intro video. I should have put my link. But this is just an example how I want this to be filled out. And then from here, we'll start creating teams. So this first week, you're just going to get your name listed in here, and then we'll start creating teams as we go on. All right, and then we're going to actually have a meeting with our team, and then in the week for the team interview is when you will actually create the team video. But folks, this is a ways off. I'll make you some more videos, help you get that going. I've already got videos created from last semester if I run out of time. So don't worry on this yet. Don't get over anxious. It's all becomes a very nice rhythm. And you'll be able to see from the work that your peers have done, the amazing stuff that people are doing in this course with these videos. It's super easy creating the videos and uploading them to YouTube. And some of you have already completed the first assignment and learned that. All right, the math lab, we're going to get that running and get that up and running so you can start working on your homework. The very first math lab does have 100 questions in it. Those 100 questions are all conceptual, multiple choice questions. There are, out of those 100, there are about 5 that require any calculations, and the calculations are extremely light and simple. All right, and then module 2, we do the same thing over again. Excel report, my math lab, team interviews, and then what you guys have here on your math lab for the second module is 50 homework questions. But those are going to be mostly calculations. Almost all of those will have some calculations. Some of them are a little bit heavy, but most of them are pretty light, and a couple of them have multiple parts. And you're going to use Excel as a calculator. But don't worry, you already have that figured out by the time you get to this point. And then for module 3, you're going to do exactly the same thing, except you'll only have 25 homework questions. These homework questions have multiple parts, they're longer, and the calculations are a little more complicated. But by the time you got to this point, you will have done Excel reports to help you learn how to do all of these problems. And then you have a team project. The final projects, you can look at that on the peer review form. The final projects for last semester are listed. Math for Teachers are down there, but here's the quantitative literacy final project. You guys can check those out. They're amazing. It is simply going back and talking about all the work that you did over the semester. All right, the last thing that I want to show you before I move off the schedule is the peer review. To do your peer review, you are actually going to go to the peer review form, which is the same form I keep bragging about, and click on whichever assignment you're going to be reviewing. You're going to review all of the team interviews, so just 2 team interviews, team interview 1 and team interview 2. You'll click on those, and we'll just go here. Let's go back to last semester. Let's look at our team interview 1. You guys are just going to click on this, and then you're going to watch 4 videos of not from last semester, but for your semester. And you guys are going to watch 4 videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This particular team had 5 people in it. So you guys will actually write. You'll watch 4 of the videos, and remember how to watch your videos a little bit faster. Some of these team interviews you can really watch on ×2 speed, 1.5 or 2. So when you watch those videos, you're going to come back and you are going to create it's written here, but it's also written on top of the peer review form as well as in the assignment. You're going to write a 3-sentence summarization of the presentation, at least 1 strength for each presenter, and at least 1 suggestion for each presenter. Finding a suggestion is difficult, but you have to do it because it's worth points. If you don't do these things, if you don't have the 3 sentences for the summary, the list a strength and a suggestion, then you won't get credit. I don't know if I wrote it on here. I probably should have put it on here, but folks, when you're in college, every single solitary thing that you write and turn in should be a nice full college level sentence with a capitalization, a period, and verbs, nouns, and adjectives, and all of the things that that sentences require. So please pay attention to your summary and your review. It should be at college level. And I can go back and add that in here so there's no confusion about what to put. If you do just put one word for a strength in a suggestion, I will not be able to give you points for that. I do have to go back if courses get audited in college, and I would go back to prove learning with learning artifacts from you guys. And if something like that we're given credit, you know, that would look bad on my part. So let's all keep each other looking good. Because, folks, when you rock and I rock, that means we rock. And we want to rock this class. All right, so, and then your final project. That is the end of what I wanted to talk about for our schedule. Let's go back to the course here. See if how do I get back to my content? Oh, I can just go back to module 1. All right, and then the next thing I have is, that's it. You guys have, I'm gonna press Control- here to make this a little smaller. You guys have your instructions for your assignment 1. I'm going to be posting the module 2 early next week. Hopefully on Monday, I'll get module 2 going and post it in here so you guys can get started on that for those of you who've already finished this intro assignment. All right, guys, I am going to, well, let's see, what else did I want to show you? A couple things I did want to talk about real quick is if you're a Mac user, you are more tech savvy than me. I don't know how to use the Mac, but I know that you can Google almost anything that I do in my Windows programs to find the equivalent for Mac. But what I've found is most Mac users know how to do that, and you guys are already really high speed. So good job on that. Also, I wanted to tell you, I have, if you see me looking up, it's because I have my notes with my hair clippy here posted right above my camera. So you guys can also do that. I showed you some stuff. Please remember that you are not limited to what I do. If I use PowerPoint, but you know how to use Prezi, well, use Prezi. Prezi's awesome. The only thing is, if you use, when you do your team interview, you're going to want to integrate everything into your Google Drive. So you will have to be able to transfer your presentation into Google Slides unless an entire team agrees to use a different presentation platform. But if you do that, I won't be able to help you. I know how to use the things I know how to use, and unfortunately right now this summer I don't have time to learn a lot of new technology. But tell me what's cool and I will look at it and try to learn how to use it to show to the future, your future peers. I think that's everything that I wanted to say, folks. I am going to make another video here to show you some cool Zoom features, but I'm going to do that on a separate video. I think this one has gotten long enough. All right, guys, I will be seeing you again soon, and until then, keep being amazing. And remember, you rock plus I rock equals we rock. See you next time.